Hello, hello, hello. Uh, I'm sending a tweet out and maybe waiting for one or two people to come in first. Um, 'cause this is a very story-driven game, so I opened it and like instantly starts. The narration instantly starts. So I'm like, maybe I should wait a bit. People to actually be in here before I do anything. Even if it's just like one person. Uh, Same time. Okay. Time to start. It's gonna start right away on narration. So wait for it to load and then produce of USA. Is the Valium actually? Oh, this thing is.
Night has fallen and you're weary from travel. Stars fill the sky above, and in front of you is a brightly lit wooden house, the
Really
only
loud?
building you've seen for days.
Is this really loud for on stream? Because it's really loud for me. I'm turning it down on my end. Hold on. And also, I can't like check that I need to move my my OBS because right now it's not on the right side, not on the right screen. Sorry, give me a moment. I knew I could change it before. How did I? Sorry. Exit full screen and view. Stats, multi-view deck. Also, like the sound pauses whenever I go out of screen, even though I set it to bordered, which I do not like. I do not appreciate that. But you do what you can do. It's whatever. How do you exit full screen? I keep doing this by accident. 4K, delete, support. I don't want to exit it. If I exit it, will it cancel stream? Hold on, sorry. Yeah, well, I guess I have to deal with it. Let me move this to my second screen. I think the narrator for
You
this
walk
is...
toward the house, hearing the sounds of laughter and talk as you
Okay, yeah, that's really loud.
reach the door and push it open.
I think the narrator for this is the same as Darkest Dungeon's narrator.
You sit down and join the game. It's a cheap buy-in, and not many of the other players are very good.
Oh, so I'm the gambling master here. Hee 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 hoo. This is really annoying though. Not gonna lie. What I was saying earlier? Not being able to get out of full screen from my OBS is something that is a constant problem for me, and I keep forgetting how to fix it. But it's whatever.
The lady fiddling with dice gets good cards, but has no real strategy. The man to your right seems to just hold on to the highest cards he has, regardless of suit or any consideration of matches. The man in gray across from you, though, he's good. He already had the largest pile of coins when you bought in, and while your winnings grow quickly, you can't quite catch him. One by one, the other players leave the table, sometimes with pique or with wry humor, leaving their winnings with you or the man in gray.
Well, I'd say I'm pretty decent at gambling. Pretty okay at that. So, we might be able to take his earnings.
Finally, it's just you and the man in gray. He looks at you, full of humor, and winks. Last hand?
I'm in.
He deals, you draw. And look at your hand. It's good. It's great. The best hand, in fact. A royal straight flush. Spades. Aces high. But the man in gray pushes forward his whole pile. You're not sure exactly how much it is, but it's more than you've got. The man in gray stops you. Now, if you like, I'll let you wager your word. I know you'll be good for it. Just promise you'll pay the debt, however I ask.
This is sus. This is really sus. I'll wager my word, all in.
The man in gray smiles. All right, then. I'll call.
He's calling? Okay, but those aren't legitimate cards.
Well, your luck wasn't so good, was it? That's quite the hand, but not for the game we're playing. I'm afraid you owe me. Your
God damn it, why do I even have poker cards? If
your labor.
Why do I even have poker cards if we're not playing poker?
You see, this land is built on stories. It's one big story, this country, woven of many small ones. Few of the small ones are strictly true, and the big story is mostly a lie. All the stories and songs and myths and legends start somewhere, with a seed. As they're told and retold and passed around, they grow and change to become the stories we know. To pay your debt to me, you'll be carrying stories, finding the seeds first and then spreading them, telling them onwards so they can begin gaining strength. This is no light task. Stories are heavy. Most of the stories you'll find will be small seeds. They might be true, but they grow wild and unbelievable with the telling. The more important stories are the true ones, the ones people will tell you about their own lives. Those often get lost in the weaves of the big story. The more true stories you can find and tell, the more you can weave that truth into the big story. Tarnish it a bit perhaps, but isn't a dingy and battered truth better than a shining lie? Now,
How will anyone know?
go ahead.
I
You
guess
tell
the
me
person who
story.
told you the story would be like,
I'll trade
not
you
what I
some
told you.
information about your task.
oh. The tower. What does that represent again? Alright, it tells you. Tell the story of the northbound train blinking its giant eyes that crawls through the night. Endless series of doors. Oh, so I can only access the ones that are lit up, huh? What is this? Black and gray city where every building is filled with desiccated corpses. Story of tossing a pair of bone dice upon a red velvet table. They come up snake eyes and wink at you. Story of the parting of a cloud of fog to reveal a brief glimpse of a land of promise and plenty. I kind of want to either do this one, the doors one, or the building of desecrated corpses. Those does sound pretty interesting. Let me think. I'm typing something on the side. Side real quick. I think I'm gonna choose the desiccated corpses.
I'll strip away your flesh to make the journey easier, but still you'll feel pain. Hunger, weariness, thirst, and despair. They're all part of stories, the part not often told. And death, yes, but don't worry. As long as your task remains, you come back.
Choice, morality. Fortune, fate, and luck. Heaven, desire, fulfill wishes come true. Travel. I either want to do Wheel of Fortune or 3 of Stave. Let's do traveling! Wait, no. I thought I already selected that. I already selected, Oh, does this, like, determine the order I'd have to do them in? What did I say I wanted to do next? I wanted to do this one next, right?
You sometimes have to make choices about what kind of story you're finding. Is it a love story or a tragedy?
I really need to lower the volume. Oh my god, my ears are getting blasted right now. Oh my god. Give me a moment again.
Don't gather too many of
Oh god, that's even louder. Down, 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 lowering. I can see on like my voice meter that it's like clipping like
One kind, though. This grand story needs variety.
lower it even more. Okay, so we chose. What do you have left? I was gonna choose this next.
Travel? That's your job. Wander from place to place, gather those stories and spread them. People get bored hearing the same stories over and over. But an old cliche in one state might be a rip-roaring new yarn in another.
I think I like the red wheel one the light, so I'm gonna choose this one.
Your deepest desires, your greatest wish, heaven? Big Rock Candy Mountain? El Dorado, the promised land, that place just over the ridge where they all say that the water tastes just like the sweetest wine.
Oh my god, title drop.
Well, I don't know where that is.
I'm going back to changing. There's so much audio adjustment for this game. Oh my god, I need to lower it so it doesn't. Oh, that's why. Oh my god, I don't know why my gain filters were cranked up to like +7 instead of minus.
It's supposed to be somewhere in this country. Ask the people you meet.
Okay, that's a lot better. Oh my god. Let me lower this.
They're all searching for the same thing.
And then the last one.
It's just luck. Funny how bad luck seems to follow the folks who already have problems aplenty. Well, try your luck out there in this country. See how the dice treat you. It's not all bad. You'll have to work hard, but I'll give you the gift for seeing the true shapes of people. Not many who can do that. Go on your way, seeker. Maybe we'll meet again, or maybe not. Either way, it'll be an experience for you. I'm jealous in some ways. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Me too. I don't even know what I'm looking for other than this vague story stuff you're saying. I too hope that I can find what I'm looking for. Oh. This is a wacky map system. Whoa. What does shift do? Oh, shift lets me whistle. Okay, now we can control it. Okay, quality fantastic, enter. Full screen off. Sound. I think the buttons are maybe a little bit less for music, so the voice I can raise on the voice volume, I think? Or controls, okay. Details, whistle. Q is hitchhike. Eyes, inventory. Map, recenter camera, and interact.
Well, I'm gonna heft my spade up upon my weary back. I'm gonna keep that stride.
Let's go to Canada.
Cause when my coals burn low and my trains run out of track, I won't be no
Okay, they don't. I don't have my passport with me. They're not letting me. They're not letting me into Canada. I thought I'd be able to get to see all my friends, but guess not. What is that over there? Am I allowed to walk with you?
Except the wind and the sea. And when I'm gone and dead, they're the ones who'll bury
This bungalow is being ransacked. There's furniture piled in the front yard. ammunition heaped under the mailbox, and a crowd of clean-cut men ripping apart a car in the driveway. The two heavily armed, mud-caked women leaning over the porch railing share the same bored grin. One shouts at you, "Lend a couple innocent gals a cigarette?"
Do I want to be... What type of character do I want to play? This time around. For this storyline. Let's see. You know, I never start off with being like an asshole. So this is gonna be my asshole run. Let's say no. I say, what if I want to make my second run through the asshole run? Because then I unlock more story options after this. So if I do a goody run this run and then do an asshole one, I feel like I'd have more options, more opportunities to be an asshole. Okay, here, have a cigarette.
You are about to hand her a smoke when those men draw pistols and shove you hard into the dirt. "You know these girls?" they demand.
No.
Once they've dumped your bag out into the road, they decide you're harmless. "If you were selling booze too, you'd have a lot more cash," sneers one. On the porch behind him, the two bootleggers are fingering their empty rifles, grinning in disappointment.
Empty? Would they have try to threaten me if I... Oh well. The woman arrested for bootlegging, okay. I'm gonna lower music volume again. Trying to pay attention to my meter to see if I'm spiking. If the music's causing it to peak or not. This is usually louder than when people say that it overpowers my voice, so I'm gonna just keep on dropping it a little bit. That's more like it, I think. Your goal is to fulfill your obligation to the wolf by finding all 16 characters scattered over the US and trade stories with them until you earn their trust to finish the story. By having adventures, you'll begin to collect stories. When you meet characters, they'll ask you for different types of stories: tragic, hopeful, scary, thrilling, or funny. Remember what sort of adventure you had and you'll know what type of story you got. Stories will grow and change as you tell them. Once you tell a story to a character, it will be out in the world and you may encounter someone else who will tell you a better version of it. These better versions will be more entertaining when you tell them to characters, but be sure to tell different stories so that you have a chance to grow them all. The stories you get from characters are wildcards. They'll fit any of the 5 categories. However, telling them will not cause them to grow, or use them sparingly as you're giving up the chance to spread other stories. If you want to swap around stories you tell, you can do that in the inventory. Okay. There are several ways to travel across the US. The easiest is walking, but it's slow. You can speed up your walking pace by whistling. Hold down the button and match the notes to keep your spirits and speed up, okay? Rhythm game. You can also hop a ride in a boxcar. This will get you where you need to go, but runs at the risk of getting injured by the railroad cart. Cops. A safer way to travel is hitchhiking. To hitchhike, hold the hitchhike button while standing next to a row with cars on it. Not every car will stop, but they won't always carry you the full distance, but you will be safe. Finally, if you got some cash, you can go to the city and ride the fast, safe passenger trains. Cost money, but it's the best way to travel. Each time you meet a character, you'll have a night to talk with them. Only one night. And exchange stories. If you tell them the kind of stories they want, you'll gain their trust and move forward through their tale. However, there's no penalty to telling them a different story. You'll still learn whatever they have to tell you. Characters have multiple chapters, and when you fully open the eye in the interface, the next time you meet them, you'll move on to their next chapter. When you finish all the chapters, you won't see them again, okay? Each time you finish a night with a character, they'll move somewhere else. So we can stalk them. You can always check the map to see where they are, but they'll also show you when they move, okay? Inventory holds the mementos you've collected from the characters you've met. Once the character trusts you fully, they'll give you something to remember them by. which can be used to travel to where you first met Teleport. The inventory screen also has tabs so you can see your stories, a timeline of your adventures, a map of the US, and your progress with each of the characters. Cool. I already see something in the distance. Wait, what does it mean by matching? See controls for details. Options. Controls. Whistle CTRL. But it doesn't say how to interact with the whistling. Do I just have to match the... I'm confused. How are you supposed to... Oh, who cares? We found something.
Off the road and into the woods, you can't help but come across this package by the old tree tied to a sturdy stick. The cloth wrapping conceals, though not particularly well, something large and softly unsettled. Little eyes blink back at you from inside the bundle.
I take out my gun. Pointed at it. Hey, little buddy.
The shape gives a start. "Please don't tell my pa that I'm in here," it says in a small voice.
Why not?
Pa doesn't want to live with us anymore, but I want to go with him. Don't tell him, please. I'm hiding.
What is this? Why is there like a stick being poked through the bag? Don't tell him, please, I'm hiding. Or I won't tell. What's the point of him hiding, though? What is he gonna get out of it? Look for his dad. Coin flip time. Heads or tails? Coin flip. Tails. Okay, I won't tell him.
You tell the boy you'll keep his secret. You don't see his father anywhere. You don't see another soul for miles.
Okay, and then he... Is it gonna be okay? Portland! Oh my god, we're going to Oregon! Oh, there's 2 stories over here.
They don't come every year, you know. The old man is sitting at the edge of a rotting old pier, crooked legs dangling over the water. He watches a pair of seagulls preen and groom each other on a rock just off the shore.
I feel like seagulls are evil, so I'll save this for my asshole run for watching them. Why? Why don't they come over
Just
here?
when the fishing is going to be good. He taps great, black, thick globs of spent tobacco out of a huge ceramic pipe. I got another year, I guess. Another year of this town being here, he replies, letting a grin spread across his face. If the seagulls came, that means enough fish to keep it in place.
Move on. Okay. Wait, why can't I stop my walking? Let me stop, Sure.
A woman walks the small town square with the poise of Betty Davis. A confident stride, and inimitable mannerisms elevating the sidewalk into a plush Hollywood carpet. And wrapped around her neck, a yellow velvet ribbon, bright as an ocean sunrise. You question a well-dressed man parked outside an oyster house.
What game this?
Prudish
It's
woman.
Where the water
I took
tastes
her on
like
a fine
wine.
date, and she didn't
it
remove so
says-
much
it
as a
says in
ribbon.
it says in the
Excuse
game
me,
thing
can you
under-
step back from the coupe?
under the
That's the
thing.
spirit. You decide to seek a second opinion.
British woman, I took her on a fine date and she didn't remove so much as a... Is this like the lady who, like, when she takes off her ribbon, her head's gonna fall off? I've read enough of this too.
You talk with a waitress smoking outside a diner. Something funny about her. Just showed up one day. Doesn't work, doesn't live anywhere as far as I know. Just around. Myself, I'd love to know who made all her beautiful clothes.
Why is that the icon for approaching the woman? Or ask around. I'm committing to the, I'm not really gonna do anything and just wander for
The
this one.
longshoreman watches Steve Doors load up a crane. Yellow ribbon? That woman's dead. Ghost dead. Buddies of mine, they've seen her all over the Atlantic for decades now.
Move on. Also, we're in Portland right now. How do I stop walking? Stop forcing me to walk. I don't want to walk so much. And Boston's over there. Wait, what's this? Route 95. Oh, I can hitchhike. Why is the... I thought I already cleared the story over here, too. But I guess if there's more stories, then I might as well just... go back here. Stop.
You can see storm clouds on the horizon, and you don't relish the thought of being caught wandering this rocky seaside road in the rain. Fortunately, you find the lighthouse door open with a daunting staircase before you.
Also, are all the volumes okay? I don't know how my audio quality is right now. So please tell me, because like when I'm looking at my OBS right now, it's like saying the. What about the background? Thank you for the compliment, but what about is the game audio good? Because a lot of the times I know the game audio tends to overpower. You don't hear anything in the background? Okay. I mean, like, when I switch off of the game to check... Yeah. Game audio. Is the game audio okay? It's about right? Okay, good. I had to, like, turn the music volume for the game, like, all the way down, because when it was playing, it would, like, go... It would, like, peak.
At the top of an ornate wrought iron spiral, you're breathless and feeling the strain on your knees. Rain already batters the walls outside. You can only knock on a heavy wooden door leading into the upper level. Muffled voices and light seep in beneath the door.
Isn't my character's a traveler. I walk around everywhere. Am I like old or have like bad knees? Why am I already tired from I hitchhike across the country. Why am I already tired from walking up a couple flight of stairs?
Looks like we got a visitor. Sounds like a man's voice, deep and rough. Well, behave yourself. I'll open the door. Another man, this one with a higher, more sonorous voice. I always behave myself. He feigns indignation, but his tone betrays affection instead.
That was a higher, more sonorous voice? I thought the one before was higher. Did they get it swapped? What is this love thing?
After
Are
a
they
moment,
lovers?
the door unlatches from the inside and opens. The man before you is tall and muscular, with a hint of a paunch beneath his wide chest. The heavy iron knob on the door looks nearly dainty in his huge hand.
Didn't want to be out in this rain, did you? Come in.
Step inside.
Despite the rough exterior, this room looks like a well-appointed parlor. There's a rug on the well-trod wooden floor and an enormously plush couch. And sat upon it is a stocky fellow grinning through a great hazel-colored beard. "Tea?" he offers, hoisting a teapot.
Been here longer, it must be lonely up here. Why is the sun so ugly? Okay. Which one is the more assholey option? Okay, thank you for dropping by, Kit. It was nice for you to come by. Thank you for helping with the audio. Been here long is the more asshole option. Okay, because I want it to be less assholey for this run. Good luck on your schoolwork. Love you too.
Oh, we manage.
The tall one sits on the sofa, casually wrapping an arm around the other lighthouse keeper.
The quiet suits us just fine.
He needs his quiet time. He's a writer.
He's a
The
writer.
tall one grunts.
I dabble. But you must have some good stories from the road.
Well, I have some.
You wake up the next morning on their old sofa, still warm from an excess of tea. And cakes? There might have been little cakes. Prodigious snoring rumbles in from the floor above you, and you quietly take your leave.
They're lovers. They're married. Why else would they be out in a lighthouse together? Definitely not work. Nobody works. Work is an illusion. It's because they're lovers. I know I can hitchhike, but why hitchhike when I can just slowly walk over?
Well, I'm gonna scrawl my name on the bare bones of the earth. I'm gonna dig my heels into the
A
ground.
dusty truck and a man on horseback pull up next to one another in front of the grocer. Suddenly, the driver and the rider, two wiry old men with identical haircuts, start shrieking at one another. The man with the truck leaps into the street.
Brother!
He shouts.
Brother!
The one on the horse tumbles out of his saddle.
Brother!
He screams. They embrace in the road.
30 years!
Hollers the driver. The rider, tears streaming down over his face, corrects him.
No! 32!
Oh, that's cute. Oh, wow.
Everyone here is watching these two older men cry and hug one another in the middle of Main Street. Cars and wagons are backing up. People are yelling.
Take a photo of us!
The driver begs you. Starts hauling a tripod out of the bed of his truck.
Let's get out of the road first is a nicer option, I feel. They choose to just make everyone irritated in the background. Let's get out of the road first.
As you usher them onto the sidewalk, the driver says,
Joe, I thought you were dead.
The rider freezes.
Joe?
he blurts. I'm not Joe. The two men stare at one another, each slowly recognizing something alien in their mistaken brother's face.
Oh, they done fucked up. Enter Boston. You can enter places? Wait, could I have entered Oregon? I didn't enter Oregon.
My vagrant song.
Highway 95. I mean, Portland. I didn't enter Portland. I just talked to like all the stuff on the vicinity. Oh, does this not give me an option to enter? Is Portland too small? Okay, fine. Portland's too small, apparently, to,
Well, I'm gonna scroll my name on the bare bones of the earth. I'm gonna dig
to enter. It's not a real city, apparently.
Cause when that very
So, trying to go to Boston.
for to tally up my worth, I won't leave much behind.
What is this little thing above my head? Inventory? Active stories. Lighthouse keepers. Boy who ran away with his father. Why is it flickering? 6 out of 237 oh my god, there's so many stories.
Cause when my coals burn low and my trains run out.
Explore, earn money, or train station. Store. Hot apple cider. I'm broke. A skeleton's gotta earn a living somehow. Panhandle or look for work. My next winter, I'm definitely gonna panhandle. Everyone scrambles to recover, but one guy stays out in the street. A fellow with a bale of bent and lopsided umbrellas. 2 cents each, he hollers. What an opportunity! The rain has soaked him through, but he's doing a roaring trade. Hey, he tells you. Go run around the main shopping streets and pick up all the umbrellas you see, okay? People sometimes drop them when they blow inside out. I'll pay. I'm in. Wait, no. I feel like both of the choices for like panhandling and doing this are very chaotic. I'm in. He's right. There are umbrellas scattered all up and down the street like falling birds. You gather up an armful and the umbrella seller buys them all off of you for a couple coins. The next morning, though, your throat is hoarse and your nose is running like a faucet. Damn it. How much money did I get? Does it tell me? I said a couple coins. How much is a couple coins? Ooh, I can get myself an apple juice. It gives me zzz. What does that mean? I have no idea what that meant, but it got me
This
some
city
apple
is
juice.
like no other you've been to. Crooked streets splay out in a maze of narrow passages, no two alike. Soon, you find yourself in twilight, utterly lost. Bright light crests around one corner, a car approaching.
Keep walking or hail. I don't have money to hail the taxi. I don't have money. I'm gonna keep walking.
Unable to afford rescue, you keep walking. The asphalt turns to crooked cobblestones that threaten to wrench your ankle out of place. Was this always a moonless night? The stars multiply, each one looking like a pinprick through which light is exiting the terrestrial world.
Uh, let me check something real quick. Da-da-da-da. Okay.
It's hard finding your way through in pitch darkness. You go by touch and sound, feeling the scale of the streets by the echoing of your footsteps, fingers tracing the rough surface of the buildings. And then, a rumble of noise in the distance.
Thunder?
You quiet yourself, suddenly fearful. The clear sky tells you it's not thunder, but cannon fire. The city comes alive with fires and shouting. You find yourself trampled by a mob of men in thick brown coats, a phalanx of bayonets advancing up the street.
Hello? Isn't this supposed to be like the 1950s? Why are there cannonballs? Once again, I load my gun. I need to make the sound effect louder. Hold on. Put it at 100. How does it sound? I need to find a better sounding gun effect.
When you
Ah.
come to, there's no sign of the commotion, the war that you were just caught in. The comically shrill honk of a Model A running up the road startles you, and you crawl toward the sidewalk. Above, the sky is a sharp, cold, cloudless blue.
Huh. A strange clamor on the streets of Boston. Train station? I don't have money for that. Is that all I can do? Wait. I thought I could click the buildings for a hot second there. No, okay, just mistaken. Can I hitchhike? Wait. Why won't my character stop walking? I might have to restart it. Does this autosave though is the real question. Minimum weight carrying. If I hit quit, does this autosave? But then it doesn't have begin anew either, so... I'm very early into the story, so I can still risk it. Yes. Let me... I don't know why it won't stop moving by itself, so I need to restart. Oh good, it does save. Except now it's not appearing on my screen properly. This game is a pain in the Hold on. Oh my god. Client, please. Yeah, now it's not even showing up on my monitor. Hold on. Oh. Technical complications. Here we go again. Move this to the side just in case it acts up again. There we go. Okay, I'm no longer automatically moving, right? Yes, okay. Oh, thank God. Time to hitchhike. Or, what is this symbol?
Well, I'm gonna scroll
It's a fire.
my
Someone camp.
name on the bare bones of the earth.
Camp.
I'm gonna dig my
And then there's
heels
also
into
something
the
over here. What is this?
ground. 'Cause
Search.
when that very man
Muddling through the dark, you stumble into the path of the white deer. Its beauty strikes you at once. It is something otherworldly, beyond borders. A moon swimming in the void. Human shouts not far away break the spell. The deer's ears prick up. This thing is being hunted.
Help the
You
deer.
know a way out of here. As the hunter's cries get louder, you approach the deer carefully, palms outstretched. As you grow close, your features become clearer in the light of the deer's aura. It bolts into the path of an oncoming train.
We did it! We saved it! Let's ignore the train part. We saved it. We did it. Good job, everyone.
I got no companion except the wind and the sea.
Okay, let's go to this camp now. Chapter 1, Nothing Shaken.
Hey there, stranger. You're welcome to enjoy this fire with me, if you're respectful, that is. This here is my spot, and I ain't inclined to share it with any bad characters. You can call me Quinn.
Well, you're lucky I'm not on my asshole.
These
run.
here are my venturing companions. Cass is the big un, and the one with the spots is Flip. I usually beat my way on the rails, but the road news said this town was fat, and the weather was fine. So I'm taking in the sights and seeing what I can drum up. I want to hear a story about ghosts or murderers or something. Scary stuff.
Well, I just encountered a ghost deer. Here are all the stories collected so far. They're organized by subject because the boss likes tarot cards. This is the subject of each story here. If you tell this person a story about love, for example, they will tell you something from their own life related to the subject of love. Poor things. As the night goes on, this icon moves left to right. When it reaches the right side, the night is over and so is your storytelling. The person you're talking to will usually tell you where they'll be next so you can find them again. If you tell them the type of stories they request, you'll gain their trust and the eye will open. When it opens fully, the next time you meet, they'll open up more about their life. So remember this from conversation to conversation, so don't feel you need to open the eye all the way the first time you meet someone. Dance around, get to know them. They want a scary story. This doesn't actually tell me what stories are which though. Oh, that's what the icons meant. I don't remember any of these being particularly scary. Travel, authority, past memories. I haven't really gotten any good stories lately. Travel? What was the one where the deer got hit? I feel like maybe a bunch of these. Oh, story. Okay, it tells you when you click them. Seagulls. Strange clamor. Elegant woman. White deer. Okay, so. I guess she's a ghost, so that's spooky. Here we go.
Well, that sure was a downer. Give me a good venture tale instead any day.
You wanted a scary one? Well,
Traveling.
we don't
I
really
sure
have
do
any
love
stories.
it. And I seen some pretty things out there. I seen serpent trains passing on a green and gold sea. I seen mountains so tall and forests so thick, nobody will ever tame 'em. I once seen a bunch of townies skinny dipping in a river. That sure was something. I seen terrible things too. Biblical floods and starving folks, and black blizzards full of dust. Hey, tell me a funny story. You seem like you still got a sense of humor. That was a chuckle to be sure. Well, I don't know a whole lot about the past, but they say there's an Injun grave round these parts. Say it's haunted and full up with angry spirits. I used to love hearing stories of cowboys and Injuns fighting it up. Would swap tales with the youngins. But, well, I suppose if someone shot me, I'd be pretty vengeful too. Hey, tell me one of those exciting stories. Ain't life got enough tear-jerkers in it without telling stories like that? Jeez. Freedom. Well, teacher used to talk about freedom like America was eat up with it, but the tramping kind seems to be just about the only real freedom still in supply. Ain't no freedom from an empty stomach or bad weather, unless you're rich. I want to hear one of them venturing tales. Got any? Well, that was something. You spin a good yarn. Authority, bosses and such. I ain't nobody's little Angelina if that's what you're asking. I take care of myself and my dogs. I don't need no jocker looking out for me, so if you're offering, don't. Shoot, I thought I told you to be respectful. You want to keep enjoying my spot or not? Think about that. Hey, do you got any really thrilling stories to tell? I'm hankering for one of those. Ain't life got enough tear-jerkers in it without telling my family? There ain't no way I'm gonna start jaw-flapping about those bastards. Judases, the lot of them. Nuff said. Oh, heck, the night's over already. I sure enjoyed talking to you, but I gotta get on. I think I'll see what's happening up the road this way. The tramping life suits me just fine. Every day is a venture. With things being so depressed, folks walk around like it's the end of everything good. But it ain't. Plenty nice things to see if you know where to look.
When I'm gone empty, they're the ones who'll bury me. Well, I'm gonna cast my stones o'er the waters of this land, and by and by I'll see
I don't
them
really.
far and
My mic
long.
was muted again.
'Cause
I'm
when
still
the
getting used to
night
this.
comes
Using
down,
Stream Deck. Pain. I don't know how much I was muted for, but Quinn said he was like going this way, right? But I don't want to. I just came from there. Let's just go gather more stories. From what this tells me, I need more stories because I had nothing to tell Gwen. A black crow flutters down to land in your path. It looks at you, cocks its head, and speaks. Well, you've got a long, long road ahead, don't you? All these people to chase down, or so I hear. It laughs. Hee hee! I got some experience when it comes to chasing down folks. Tell me about it. Well, if you want, you could go find your friend again. Ask them more about their life. They might want better stories this time, though. Didn't they tell you where they were heading next? But hey, the world is full of people. Bet you could find another friend like that if you went looking around. There's more than one interesting person in this land for sure. It gives a gravelly laugh. That's what humans say anyway. And with that, it launches into the air and disappears. Okay, dude. Okay, Mr. Crow. Left control to whistle. If you mash those, you'll... Oh, it's use the arrow keys. There's something over here. Okay. Hear a story. Oh, hey, what's up? These men lean against the wall. What happened to the narrator? These men lean against the wall of this hardware store, smoking and chatting. They wave you over. You heard this one before? They launch into a group recitation of the 4 identical men, born to 2 different mothers, who confuse themselves amongst each other, interrupting one another in their excitement to tell it. Wait a second. You think that really happened? Yeah. No, I'm not sure myself, but damn, it sounds wild. Okay. Search.
A few wanderers like you are looking for a place to camp.
We heard there's a Leatherman cave nearby.
They tell you. They describe a locally famous vagrant who hiked this area for almost 30 years.
He's dead now, but his caves are the best place to camp at any town.
Where is it?
You and the other wanderers find the cave easily, because someone's lit a fire there. As you approach, you see a silhouette bend over the flames with an odd creaking sound, like a door swinging in the wind.
Who's there?
His coat is crudely stitched from leather plates that squeak against each other.
The Leatherman.
One of the others whispers.
A ghost.
The Leatherman must have heard, but he just stares. His face is corpse still.
You know, I'm just gonna screw it with like, I really want to say oh shit. Oh shit.
Are you a ghost?
Shouts one of the others.
Huh? Leatherman?
The Leatherman's face reddens, and he stands suddenly, his stinking leather jacket screeching like a rusted gate as he unfolds himself to his full, towering height.
Run.
You're 10 yards away before you glance back and see the Leatherman standing outside his cave, hurling insults in French.
Wait,
You shout. Maybe he's not a ghost.
he's a French ghost!
The others scream. The
Oh no,
Leatherman,
the worst type of
wheezing,
ghost.
flings a rock. You book it.
Not a poltergeist. No, not a demon or anything. It's a French ghost. It's someone from France. It's someone from Quebec. Enter New York. Oh, my home city. Earn money. Panhandling's not gonna do any good in New York. Sort of. Looking for work, honestly, is also not gonna be that great of an option. Nobody's hiring today. Soon you notice you're cruising around the city with the same loose group of rejected laborers, coughing men in baggy clothes, women with babs tied to their backs, and an older fellow with only one hand. Nobody wants us. Ooh, people sad. After the 5th factory, everyone makes a silent agreement to give up. You sit on the curb across from the factory doors and eat your sad little lunches together in silence. Screw the city, huh? Move on. Pretty accurate picture.
The engines belch black smoke as the ferry churns gray water into froth. A broad-shouldered figure leans out over the rail, eyeing the skyscrapers on the horizon. Nearby, a man and a woman speak in low, urgent voices. He takes her wrist gently. She is weeping softly.
I really want to eavesdrop. I lean very close. I shove my face right in between them. Hi, what are you guys talking about?
I wish you didn't have to go.
She says.
There's got to be work on some of those buildings going up.
His thumb skates over her pulse point.
I checked every day for a week. There ain't. I'll be back, though. Got your picture in my wallet, don't I? It's not forever.
Keep listening. I'm eavesdropping.
Her words are split by a sob.
Might as well be. My parents didn't come to New York for this.
She leans against him, the wind tousling her hair. He pulls her to his chest.
I'm leaving because I gotta go. If there was another way...
They stand together, close, quiet, in the stiff breeze.
Move on. Once again, I have no money, so I can't get myself a fresh bagel, or a slice of pizza. Cola or iced tea. I could use a slice of pizza right now. I haven't had a fresh bagel in a while, also. I've had non-fresh bagels. New York did not offer a lot, huh? Maybe if I go to the surrounding areas? The crow's back. A jet black crow alights on the low branch of a twisted tree. Look at you, it caws. Think you got some good stories already? Well, I heard better, much better. It seems to wink at you, Winky. Want to hear my tricks? Ask about them stories. Ones you got now? Pathetic stuff. You tell the stories around and they'll come back more exciting, more satisfying, so always listen to the stories other folks tell. Their tales are less true, sure, but more useful around the campfire. Makes sense. The boss has a point about the true ones, though. They're extra interesting. You learn a couple folks' true life stories and everyone will like them. No matter what kind of story they think they want to hear. Any other tips? Well, everyone's the captain of their own destiny. It gives a burst of laughter. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Ain't no bootstraps in the world that can save you now. But the choices you make, they change the kind of story you tell. It ruffles its feathers. It's a sort of shrug. Choose wisely. Or don't. Hey. Okay. Oh, there's so much. Is there anything here? Okay, there's one in the distance over here. Oh. Why are there so many crows in this area? You notice a black crow sitting on a fence post, watching you with unsettling intensity. There's actually a family of crows that lives really near my house, because I live directly next to a park, and like occasionally in the mornings you can hear them going caw caw caw, and it's really cute, but I've never actually seen them. I think I've seen them once, and I want to befriend them because crows are good friends. but they're so like isolated to themselves, and they're like always up in the trees, and they never come down. I have no idea what they're doing, other than cawing. So that I never get the opportunity to like befriend them. But if I could, I would want to be, I would want to be friends with them, lifelong friends. Hey, it blurts. Hey, friend. Hey, you hear about trains? It gives a throaty cack. I'm not doing that. Locomotion, that's the life. I got some good travel tips here. Ignore the crow. I just want to talk about trains and cars. Don't you want to ride trains, huh? And cars? I got so many opinions about that stuff. I already know how to do that. You don't need to tell me. Ow, my tea is really hot.
The stream is a clear, reflective shade of blue, unusual in this region where bog iron colors the river's brown. Across the way, a goat with great leather wings laps up the water, its sunken red eyes fixed on your every movement.
Take stock? Can I not pet it? Where's my petting option?
You now notice the unnatural absence of wildlife. No fish swim in the stream. No birds sing in the trees. The winged goat drinks with a forked tongue, only abstractly concerned with your presence.
Drink water or approach the goat. If there's no fish in the stream, there's no birds, there's no animals nearby, that water's pretty dang clean. I'm gonna drink some water. And it's gonna taste like wine.
You cup the water in your hands, ice cold somehow, and take a swallow, soothing the coarseness in your parched throat. Clear as the water is, the stream bed isn't visible, even looking straight down.
Swim in the water? It's ice cold. Why would I want to?
Your feet don't reach the bottom, so you float in the cool water, feeling washed clean. The ripples flow as far as you can see, never fading.
I wave at the goat. Hey, what's up, dang it?
The winged goat snorts and heads in the other direction.
Oh, come on. Won't even say hi back. That goat is rude. Let's go to Philadelphia. Hear a story. Search. Let's hear another story. This man can barely wait to get through the pleasantries before asking if you heard the story. 110% true. That's 10% more than 100. I heard it from my nephew and it happened to someone he knows well. Well, sure. The man launches into his telling. It's polished. He's obviously done this many times before. He tells you the story of the dead woman in the yellow ribbon. You recognize the bones of it from your experience of the elegant woman in the small town. It's embellished in the interim, though. I'll listen to this tale. Afterwards, you thank the man and move onward. You'll have to remember that version, even if it's not quite what happened. It's a good story. Didn't even give any details of it. Pop a train, no. Cam, who's this? Oh, it's Quinn again.
Stranger,
No, I don't want to talk to
it's
you.
good to see you again.
I don't
You
want to
know,
talk to you.
I'm
yet.
gonna see this whole world one day. But for now, I just got my sights set on seeing all 48 of the great U.S.
All 48. What do we not have right now? Hawaii?
I already
Alaska?
seen 10 whole states. That's better than my folks ever done, that's for sure. Plenty of townies and even some tramps treat me like I'm kid simple. But I ain't helpless, and I only act it when I ain't got no better choice, like if I get pinched. I do right fine on my own. Don't need nobody but Cass and Flip. I'm in the mood for something real funny like.
I don't have anything for you. Leatherman's Cave. Couple part about unemployment. I barely have any stories. What happens if I just hit exit? Sorry, kid, I don't have any stories for you. Leatherman.
I'll remember that one. A couple good jokes can get you out of a fix sometimes.
Oh, I think
Travel.
that'll work.
Yeah, I want to see it all. The whole world. My brother used to read me stories of Jules Verne, of rich folks traveling around the world, and all for a lousy bet. It didn't sit right with me that folk with all the coin in their purse should also keep the world in their back pocket. I aim to grab a little piece for myself. You got any happy stories?
Happy. The two people in the light tower?
Sometimes I need a tale like that just to remind me it's not all depressed out there. Love story. Well, some of the songs
it
say
is
love
a
is like
love
being sick in
story.
your heart. Don't sound too pleasant to me. I love my dogs, but it don't feel like being sick. Being sick in your heart sounds more like getting Judased, something I know a thing or two about. I want a story that scares me. Now I'm older, almost nobody can do it. Give me your best shot.
Oh my god, the two men in the lighthouse. They're married. Lovers. Tell the story of the ghostly planet.
Wow, that's the stuff, stranger. Spooky campfire tales are my favorite. The past is just that, past. The whole world is at my feet, so why bother talking about the one place I can't go to no more? Hey, do you got any really thrilling stories to tell? I'm hankering for one of those.
Thrilling. Isn't this scary? The winged goat? Nothing really happened with it though. I'm gonna save this one, no.
Heading out this early? Well, travel safe, friend. I hope we meet again. Where are you going to? Decided yet? Maybe our paths will cross. I'm going up the road this way myself.
Up the road? So he's just following the... When I think up the road, I think like up and like north and not south. But he went south last time, so...
Hope I'll see something fun. I generally do, you know. There's interesting things to see everywhere if you're keeping your eyes open.
Oh, now there's extra stuff. Oh, that's just hopping the...
By nightfall, the hospitality of this sleepy hamlet, combined with their superstitious tales, has both overstuffed your stomach and filled you with a hollow dread. Folks say these woods are full of apparitions, witches, and worse. You curse yourself for getting on the road so late.
But I'm a walking skeleton.
In the moonlight, every valley and hollow at the feet of the Tappan Zee seems like a stolen shred of the abyss itself. Fireside tales seem less fanciful, and every cackling crow and moaning whippoorwill seems like a demon perched on the shivering, spindly trees. But something cuts through the noise. The muffled sound of hooves galloping on the cold, muddy road. When he finally slows his horse alongside you, it's as though he had just appeared out of the mist.
I look at him, give him a wink.
He's
Blow a
astride
kiss
a
in his
gigantic
direction.
black courser. And though his boots are muddy and ragged, he wears an immaculate coat with great, shining buttons. From his saddle hangs an antiquated flintlock and a cavalry saber. In the darkness, you can hardly see above his towering shoulders.
Wow, he's big. He has towering shoulders. And he has immaculate coat with shining buttons. This guy has money. Can I propose? Can I flirt? Where's my flirt option? Give me my flirt option.
His voice is a rumbling croak, deep, but as though his throat is filled with thorns. Have you happened upon a cannonball around here? You can tell English isn't his first language. German is. His hand, so pale it's almost blue in the moonlight, grips the reins in a fist.
I don't think I've heard any German people sound like that when they speak. Sorry, why is there a pentagram? Oh, I haven't gotten this one yet.
You mumble an apology and watch as he silently rides away, back into the mist. He's cloaked in black, you notice from behind, but the blood running down over his shoulders glints crimson in the moonlight.
And when I'm gone,
Hear a story. These fellows are lounging around in the front of a half-finished office building, taking their lunch break. Hey, one calls out, waving you down. Rick was telling us a story. Listen, okay? And you tell us if it's bullshit or not. Sure. Rick, a credulous-seeming fellow, starts telling you a story about the ancient battles still raging on Boston Street. You realize it's the story of a strange clamor on the streets of Boston, but changed in a few major ways. So it's definitely part bullshit, right? But also a little real? Oh yeah, he's definitely telling the truth, hee hee. Half the group groans. How the hell is that supposed to be a real story? You're all the most gullible pieces of shit I've ever met. The other half of the group, vindicated, shares a bottle of pop with you. Thank you for the free soda.
this will be my tale.
Is that Quinn over there?
My vagrant soul.
He sure moves fast. Is there anything else in the area? I don't know how far I can see in the distance for the purpose of a... Okay, I don't think I can see that far. I mean, I think I can see far, which is why I don't see anything. This is the most interesting, well, not unique dash mechanic I've seen in a while. But I prefer just hitting shift and moving faster. Let's earn some money. You know what? Looking for work did not work this time. Has not worked the past few times, so I'm gonna panhandle. You sat outside a grocery store with your hat out until a young man in an apron quietly asked you to leave. My mom said... Oh, he's whispering. My mom says she's gonna come out and kick your ass. Let her try. Send her at me. Please. The kid whispers. He digs around in his pocket and comes out with a couple of coins. He throws them down in your hat and again begs you to go. Please, she's not joking. Stay or go. Stay or go. I want to fight this kid's mom. The kid hurries back inside. You lounge outside and watch folks go by. A few more coins land in your hat. The sun's warm, people are friendly. This is almost relaxing. Doze off. You wake very suddenly when that asking mom flings you over the nearest hedge. Get out, she bellows. Your hat and coins follow, scattering in the grass. The towering, blood-smeared butcher who threw them stomps back into the store. But I got money. I got more money hanging around. Okay. Fried chicken. What's a blue plate special? I could use some fried chicken though. Yummy, yummy.
The mailman's uniform is dated and worn. He sits on the edge of the road, head in hands. He looks up as you approach. Can you help? Car clipped me. I think my legs... Well, I'd appreciate it if you could deliver this for me. He holds out a brown envelope.
And not get you help first?
The letter's addressed to a James Gibson Sr., 120 J Street. But the city stymies you. The blocks run straight from I to K. You stop a man for directions, but he shakes his head and laughs. Someone's playing a joke on you. There's no J Street. Over here. A woman in a brown coat overheard your question. She steers you down an alley. Someone's chalked a big orange J on one wall. I thought Clovis was late. Go left up ahead. Old Man Gibson's the third on the right.
I knew I could finish the side quest. Also, I heard the narrator say Big Orange instead of Big Orange.
As you round the corner, the world changes. J Street is a place out of time. Like the city forgot an entire street a century ago and carried on around it, oblivious. Even the noise and bustle of D.C. can't penetrate this little pocket.
DC, I thought we were in Pennsylvania.
The man who answers is ancient and stooped. He peers at the letter. I think it's from my son. I don't see so well anymore. Will you read it to me? You tear the letter open. It isn't good news.
I'm gonna tell him the truth. Even with that ominous icon over there.
He fights it, but his face crumbles. Tears roll down his cheeks.
Aw.
It's better to know. I've been waiting a long time for this. His shaking hand takes the letter. Thank you for telling me.
Move on. Okay. You should... I didn't get paid for that, though. I feel like I should... Oh, this is Washington. I feel like I should have maybe... They could have spared some coin for having me deliver the letter. Wrong.
The hotel is an old manor house that's seen better days. A grand structure surmounted by a gambrel roof that dwarfs the house itself. It's eerily still, but for two boys at play. Each one so small and light, they barely leave tracks in the deep snow. The clerk behind the counter is old, and your room key is worn. But night approaches, and the price is low. Just before you shut the room door, there they are, the twins, staring at you from the corridor. In the morning, as you leave, the clerk asks, "Did you sleep well?" Too tired to lie, you tell him about the noise outside your door, the trampling of small feet on the corridor outside, the dreams disturbed with violent and hideous images. "That's odd," he says, weak-eyed. "There are no children staying with us."
It's because they're demons. Silent twins. You know how it is these days. Sometimes demons have to book a room in a hotel. Well, I guess they didn't book a room, but sometimes they just gotta hang out in a hotel for a night too.
His clothes are expensive, but unkempt. A tailored jacket stretched and warped out of its best fit by long days on the road. His thinning frame weighs down the boxcar next to yours. "You got a light, friend?"
Why am I getting like demonic / paranormal stuff all these encounters?
You offer a match, which bends and nearly snaps as he scratches it against the pitted iron edge of the boxcar. "Thanks," he mumbles, perching one last cigarette on his lip. "Don't rightly know where I'm going." You notice how deeply wrinkled his clothes are. It's as though a huge hand plucked him from a high society party and crumpled him up like a sheet of paper. "Don't rightly know how I got going, either. They built a railway just past Missy Hudson's estate. A damned racket ruined our soiree. Might have been a few bottles of Armagnac too many when I walked down the tracks to tell them to keep it quiet." He drags on the cigarette, but you never see him exhale.
God, his lungs must be awful. He only inhales emphysema. His lungs are filled with nothing but cigarette ash. Where am I right now? Pennsylvania. Ghost Boys are there. I came from New York over here. What's that over here? A car crammed with well-dressed vacationers pulls up at the gas pump. "Fill me up, will you?" the driver drawls, a thickly transatlantic effect. I actually don't know what that would sound like. You oblige. He tips pretty well. Money. Then roars down the road, fine leather bags bouncing and rattling on the roof. Did I get money for that? I got money for that, right? Buffalo.
Clouds roll together to fill the sky.
Watch this sky turn or find cover. You know what? I'm gonna go watching. I'm gonna watch.
The lightning is so strong that it seems to open a path in the haze above you. You are sure you see massive talons curved around the clouds. The thunder is so immense that the ground trembles. Your lips and hands tingle from the electric charge that fills the air until the dancing lightning passes on over the hills.
Hear a story. Oh, more fellows lounging around. These fellows are lounging in the front half of a half-finished office building, taking their lunch break. Hey, one calls out, waving you down. Rick, okay, this is another. Tell us if it's bullshit or not. Rick, a credulous-seeming fellow, starts telling you a story about the shootout between female bootleggers and the cops. You realize it started the woman arrested for bootlegging, but changed in a few major ways. Is it also a little real? Since I was directly involved, like, and I got frisked and everything, I'm gonna say it's bullshit. Story grew in telling. Whose camp is this? Quinn again?
Huh, look at you. Well, I didn't know if we'd meet again, but I'm glad we did.
Are we meeting in a cemetery?
Set yourself down here with me and Cass and Flip. Need a drink of water? Need to warm up? Still trying to see much of this country as I can. Folks I meet are sometimes kind, sometimes mean, and sometimes still perplex me. But all of them beats the folks I left behind. How about you? Seen anyone interesting since we last met? I'm in the mood for something real funny like.
Oh, I don't have devil stories. All I have are demonic encounters.
Heading out this early? Well, travel safe, friend. I hope we meet again. Where are you going to? Decided yet? Maybe our paths will cross.
Okay,
I'm going
Sasha,
up the
look at
road
my
this way
membership
myself.
box.
Hope I'll see something fun. I generally do, you know. There's interesting things to see everywhere if you're keeping your eyes open.
That way I don't accidentally run into him again and then lose some more good story exchanging time. A horse auction! Oh, I just got money. A well-dressed man waves you over. Making some big deals today, he brags, fingering a bill where you can see. Get me when number 60 goes up, okay? You stand in the crowd and wait, then run back to fetch him. He pays you an absurdly well for doing almost nothing at all. Great, excellent. Just how I like it. Just how I like my jobs. Except for, I guess, raid bossing. I like the feeling of getting, like, hard-earned drops from raid bossing. Pittsburgh. Here's a story. These men lean against the wall of this hardware store, smoking and chatting. They wave you over. You heard this one before? They launch into a group recitation of the boy whose shiftless father left him alone in the woods, interrupting one another in their excitement to tell it. You think that really happened? Yeah, the kid. I don't know what happened to the kid. Maybe I should have looked for the dude's dad, but.
You hear the whippoorwill first, shrill and close. Then you see him, High up above the black streaks of wires, a lineman, fraying belt holding him to the pole. A damned bird has come to perch on a power line, stare hungrily at the man's soul. He's unsteady. His hands are shaky, and his body sways in the wind. You spot his tool bag next to the pole, worn and frayed, much like the man. A half-gone bottle of cheap rye pokes out of it.
If I walk away, I get another devil carrot related one. And I have too many of those already. And I was already thinking of taking the bottle, so. And you know what? I'm broke. I gotta take what I can, you know? I couldn't find a job in New York. I got my ass kicked in what was it? But Washington. I'll take this drink.
What's he gonna do? Come down from the pole? You snatch it from his bag in one quick motion and walk away. Hey! He starts, but whatever he's about to say slips into a slurred whine as his belt snaps.
Can I save him if I look at him? Either way, if he ends up like falling to his death, I'm gonna get a pretty morbid sight.
His body plummets, and his limbs go slack with the understanding of what is happening to him. He tumbles into the tall, dry grass by the side of the road with a muffled noise. All you hear is the call of the whippoorwill. Eager, loud, thankful.
Well... It's fine. His limbs are slack because he's taking a nap. He'll be right as rain in a few moments when he wakes up. Where can I go? Okay, so these, I guess, are people I can share stories with. If I can continue going along Ohio. That's kind of far though. I think I can probably get more out of my trip if I walk along the road. Where am I now? I think I have to go this way. That's through Washington, so. I'm bad with directions. Route 95. Okay, if I follow Route 95, I'll get to it. But if that's Washington and just came for me, then I have to go this way, right? And then Route 30 is... Where's Route 30? Wait, 95 is over here. And over there. Oh, I'm so bad with directions. No, let me see where this gets me.
Well, I'm gonna cast my stones o'er the waters of this land, and by I'll see them far and long.
Maybe I can hitch a
When the
ride.
night come down for to take me hand in hand, this will be my tale, my vagrant song.
And this is towards New York, which means I'm heading... Okay, so it is that way. Okay. So it'd still probably be faster if I hitched them.
My vagrant song.
What is it? Cute? Oh wait, I can make a compass appear. Let me hitch the ride. Let me in. There we go.
Well, I'm gonna scrawl my name on the bare bones of the earth. I'm gonna dig my heels into the ground. 'Cause when that ferryman come for to tag
I am going the right direction.
I won't leave much behind to drag me down.
Okay, I see new stuff here and the camp, so. Is there an option to leave? Get me out of this car.
Well, I'm
How long are you gonna go on
my
for?
spade up upon my weary back. I'm gonna keep that stride stuck in my soul. 'Cause when
Oh my God, it's not letting me out.
run low and my trains run out of track, I won't be no one else to dig
There we
my
go.
hole.
Where the hell am I? Cleveland. I'm in Ohio. Let's gather some stories first before we check. That is the... Okay, it is this new dude.
Stacks of suitcases grind the parked Model A deeper into the dirt. An extended family inside defies the carrying capacity of the vehicle. The driver leans out the window. Want this? He swings a violin around by its neck. 10 bits. We need it for gas. You hear a muffled pounding from somewhere within the car.
Sus.
The back door breaks open, and a girl crawls over the laps of dusty bodies.
Don't you dare! That belongs to Louise Ames,
She shouts at you.
Louise Ames!
She's dragged back into the writhing nest of limbs, and the door slams shut. On your way, the driver tells you. You go.
Okay. Concerned. Did I miss anything over here while I was being dragged all over by the hitchhiking? I'm guessing not, but I could always just what is this white spot over here? Is that just to denote that? Okay, I can't enter anything. Time to talk to this new person. Franklin.
Why, hello there. Look like that's a heavy bag you're carrying. Let me get that for you. I insist.
No.
You see this uniform? It means you can trust me to make sure this is the most comfortable journey you've ever had in your life. Who am I? Well, I'm no George, I'll tell you that. But that's not important. This trip is about you, friend.
I don't hand my belongings to strangers.
Tell
in
me something that'll make me laugh. I could use a chuckle.
the middle of a wheat field. Something that'll make you laugh. I can reuse stories now. Or identical and born to do. Yes, here we go. Ah,
Oh, that's a good one. Very good.
reusing stories. Very good.
The past? That's a tricky thing. Yes, porters may remind you of a certain type of way folks of our type used to be. There's no fighting that, just happily working past it. Anyway, you must have some funny stories to tell. Share one.
Why are you asking for 2 funny stories in a row? I don't gather funny stories. I only have occultist and depressing. Leatherman cape. Yeah, this one I think is the only other one I have that's funny.
I'll keep this story in my pocket for sure. It'll make some passenger laugh. Travel, we've all got places to be, and we've all got to get there somehow. So why not get the getting there to be as good as it can get? See, that's really important when getting there is all you got. You seem like you've seen a few spooky things in your time. Want to share any?
A few spooky things? That's half my repertoire. Well, how many spooky things do you want? You want the three ghosts I have, you know, the ghost army or whatever that happened in Boston, the creepy wing goat, which ones? Silent Twins. Silent Twins, let's go.
Whoa, you're giving me some good material. My brothers will love that one. Traps? Imprisonment? Well, there's a difference between a train you have to ride and a train you get to ride. We porters want that difference to be us. You got any stories with a bit of excitement to them?
Excitement. Twin stories? Story of the massive thunderstorm. I guess this one is the exciting one. I really need more stories.
Whew, that's a
range of
wild
them.
one, all right. Authority. Hopefully people who ride in a Pullman car feel a little of that. It's about more than a train ride. And not everyone knows what it's like to be the boss, to know what it feels like to be skillfully served. Pullman porters give you a taste, so boss George Pullman will know you'll be back for more. Anyway, I'm in the mood for a good happy story. You got any?
This is the only one I have left. But I already have his eye at full. So I could just leave here if I want to. You know what? I'll indulge him with...
A positive attitude. That's what I like to hear. Love, I try my hardest to put all my heart into my service.
Oh my god, this guy talks about nothing but his job.
But truth be told, I've never seen anything more touching on a Pullman train than a maid who knows how to treat a little baby just right. Another night over. I surely did enjoy all those stories, though. Maybe next time I'll let down my hair a bit. What do you say? You must excuse me, friend. What kind of porter am I saying this trip is all about you, only to start talking about my own damn
He
self?
says porter like every other sentence. Maybe every sentence.
But enough of my indulgences. I hope I see you again.
Okay. Franklin, Chapter 2, now available. That's him down there, which means I don't want to go that direction. Because I don't have any good stories if he asked for anything other than spookies. Come on. Can I hitch a ride across the snow? Pittsburgh. The bar is crowded with people from every walk of life. Businessmen, young men in muddy overalls, and a crowd of girls in slinky dresses, preparing their blood alcohol content for a night on the town. But it's a squat, sharp-eyed gentleman in the fedora who catches your attention. He launches into a wild story about the deer which chose death over enslavement. Halfway through, he stops, recognizing the look on your face. You know this one? Yeah, you tell him the story about the white deer. That's it? I think I like mine more. It's more exciting, sure. So that's why I'll keep telling it my way. Let's get another round and do a competitive test on the other folks here, shall we? By the end of the night, the whole bar agrees the new version is better. Well, sorry, my stories aren't good enough for you. I'm crazy. Right. I'm trying my best to tell stories. What is this? Random pile of... Where am I heading? Yeah, there's like nothing around here. You share this bus stop with an old man who shifts from foot to foot, thumping his suspenders and watching the passing traffic with anxious focus. Hey, he blurts suddenly, turning around to you. Want to hear a good story? Sure. With the air of a man who's distracting himself from something, he stumbles quickly through a tale about the hotel haunted by the ghost of twin toddlers. Confusing himself, now and again backtracking, adding new details out of order. You barely piece the story together. Wait a second. Tells me the story, but massively changes whole new chunks you don't remember. It's true, he insists, turning his wincing eyes back into the road, and with that the conversation seems over. Oh, okay, sure. Whatever you say.
Outside the small thicket of apple trees, the phrase "tended to by John Chapman" is carved into a fence post. Nearby, a hound lies on its side, perfectly still. Flies buzz around its ears. But a grizzled man pauses at his digging to shoo them off. You settle in beneath a fence post and brush a couple of flies from the dog's face. The man nods. Much obliged. He kept me company when I moved from orchard to orchard, but he breaks off. For a while, the only sound is the shink of the shovel in the dirt.
I don't know if any of that got through, but I need to use the bathroom. So I'm gonna be right back and run an ad break real quick. 1 minute. Because I drank a lot of water. Uh. Okay, I'm back. Putting in my earbuds and ear monitors, which reminds me I need to record. Tomorrow, I'm streaming tomorrow though. And I'm streaming the day after tomorrow. So, but I'm streaming pretty late also, so I could probably record early in the morning. Oh well. I'm gonna ask him about his doggo.
He's a stray. I gave him some scraps one day while I was selling trees, and he just followed me after that. He tells you stories as he digs, about his travels, about planting apple trees. Every so often, he turns to look at the still figure lying by the fence. He shakes his head. Nearly there. When the hole is deep enough, he lowers the dog reverently into the grave. I'll see him again in heaven, he tells you. His soul is bound to mine. I don't think I can bear to stay here, though. Maybe I'll set out again.
Isn't this? I thought this orchard was his though. Is it? What's he gonna do with it? Yeah, his orchard. You mind giving me some of that property, so I can make money? Help this poor famished skeleton out. I'm not going the right way, am I? I'm going in circles. Always the problem when I have any game that requires me to use the map. Usually I need like the mini map on the side of my screen to navigate anywhere. Are these mines? I'm surprised there's like no story to be had over here. I need to sneeze. Yeah. Okay. Richmond. Okay, I haven't been here. Thanks. Right? That's a new fire, right? Question mark? It looks like a new fire. Who is it? I don't see them on the map. It's this dude, isn't it? Let me just grab a few extra stories just in case. Yeah, okay, it is a new person.
He leans against a fence and turns to face you as you pass him by. At his back is a bag full of bird seed. He assures you that the gawky birds perching on his body are the last remaining passenger pigeons.
Oh my god, I want a passenger pigeon.
They look extinct to you?
You're not sure those dull gray pigeons look anything like the pictures you've seen of passenger pigeons, though you can't help thinking they stare at you a little too intently.
Say, you like birds?
I love birds.
They're lovely creatures. Guileless, really.
Hunted damn near to extinction, weren't you? He strokes one of his birds under the chin. You think you see drips of blood flecking the creature's dirty gray head. You sense it's about time you start moving on.
You be kind to the little birds now, you hear?
You hurry along the road, though the flapping of ungainly wings seems to follow you for hours.
Why is this a love one when it's like ominous? These men lean against the wall, smoking and chatting. You heard this one before? 8 identical and born to 8 different mothers. Sure, 8 men now. Oh no, my game's doing the automatic walking thing again. Which means I'm gonna grab this story over here. There's a lot of fields here, but I don't know about how much story there is.
As you walk along the river near an unfinished bridge, a man with a tool belt catches sight of you. "Hey, over there," he calls out. "You look like you could use a quick way to get some hard-earned money." Hard-earned is right. The bridge hangs high over a perilous drop.
I'm a skeleton. What do I have to be afraid of?
"Great!" he exclaims. "Suppose you'll want a safety belt. We Thunderbird people don't need 'em. We fly when we fall."
Safety belt.
You find yourself up high, looking over the rushing river that crashes around the foundation of the bridge. As you work side by side, the man mentions, "You can see Thunderbirds up here if you know how to look." You ask him to explain. "Practice your peripheral vision, if you dare. Last thing you need up here is for them to see you seeing them and come swooping at you," he says laughingly.
Try.
You only see the clouds thicken, but it sure does pass the time working. The man pays you well when you're done with the job.
Oh, sweet money. I don't know how that adds to my like over here when it says dollars, it doesn't say like a amount of money. So I don't know if it's like you can blow it all in one city just by purchasing one thing, or if it's something else. But I have to restart the game again because it's making me auto walk. I don't know how to stop it. I'm pretty sure it's not a setting either. Right, control. Movement, hitchhike, whistle, interact, recenter camera. Map and game. Yeah, okay. After I do this camp. Little Ben.
Sorry, friend, but I gotta ask you not to get no closer unless I can see your hands at all times.
Yeah, no
You're
problem.
too clean to be one of us. But you don't look like the company sent you neither. All right, come and share my fire spell. But don't linger. These hills is full of ears. Don't think just 'cause you can't see no one that you're safe. And I'll give you cornbread. Don't be so sure of me neither. Anyway, I need something to laugh about. Got any funny ones?
I only have this one to reuse for everyone. For everyone who asks me for a funny story, I only have like 2.
Oh boy, you watch out now, I'll start chuckling.
Whoa, his trust got earned so fast.
The past. I remember looking between my mama's ankles down the road. Every evening, she'd be whispering. Still don't know if she were counting the workers or praying about them. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just seen dogs.
Oh boy, I got a bunch of these. This one's sad. I feel like maybe this one?
Come on, stranger. What's freedom? When the community decides what it's worth? Setting the value of things together? You mean when you don't answer to nobody? Just ain't possible, my friend. See anything exciting out there on the road? Mostly I just...
Again? What counts as exciting? Authority, future. Pigeon keeper. The wing goat? Maybe the... Actually, I need to confirm if this is scary or exciting.
Are you trying to scare me? Every
Yeah,
man in
this
the
is
last
scary.
meeting I ran could tell you a story scarier than that right off the top of his head. Home? I always wanted a little place where I could watch the sky change color, watch the cook fire smoke dance up among the pines. I've been running too long from dogs and guns. Tell me something happy.
Yeah, sure. That one's a little easier. Pigeon keeper.
That's supposed to be scary? Well, all right. Love. Anyone could
Huh?
be a new
What do
woman
you mean
comes
that's
sniffing
supposed to be
around.
scary?
You can't tell if it's you or the union she's looking to get a whiff of. I keep to my own. I need a laugh. Know any good jokes?
Oh my god. This guy's so confusing. I have nothing for you, sir. I ain't got nothing for you. I feel like this is an exciting story, though.
You're reading me out of a dime novel? That stuff ain't true. Authority, bosses, you break,
I feel like he's
you
been
get
displeased
replaced.
with everything I said,
It's almost
except
like
for the
they're
very
proud
first
of
one.
that. Morning. I gotta get going. Headed up that way. Won't be specific for my safety and yours. You want to find me? Then do it. Talk again about these things. Cole ain't got no country. No worker neither. Worker ain't Virginian, ain't Christian, white, colored, Irish, Polish, nothing. A worker is a worker. Now, we all gotta work. If you're one of them, if you think I sound red, you best come out and say so. Get it over with.
And then back to auto walking, which means I have to restart the client. If this happens like a third time, I'm probably gonna call it. I might have to call it soon anyway because it's dinner time soon. But oh no, where is it? The client opened, but it's like minimized in some hell dimension that I can't access. Close. Restart. And I managed to move my OBS finally, so I'm gonna switch directions where I'm looking at from my second monitor to my first one. Oh my god, it did it again. Why? One more time. If it decides to like suddenly disappear, I'm gonna call it. I haven't been streaming for 2 hours already too, so. Tomorrow I'm continuing Neon City. Pretty excited for that. Okay, there we go. I heard it from my sister-in-law, she says. It happened to her daughter's friend. It's true. Of the legendary Gwen Mitchett, the richest and most ruthless bootlegger ever. Halfway, you realize is a story of the shootout between... Oh, okay. But highly embellished. It's an interesting tale. And true, every word of it. Rhythm story is at? Oh, wait, it says on the map, right? Story? Oh, it says on the map the ones I already looked at. Unseen stories, there you go. Which means I missed a bunch. I missed a bunch of them, the New York area especially.
No fence, gate, or sign marks the entrance to the cemetery. Just a moment ago, you weren't surrounded by graves, and now you are. How long have you been stepping on dead folks, fully unaware?
It's another spooky
A
one.
wood board, bleached white. Unknown. The word was painted on black by a steady hand, each letter signed with a flourish. Whoever made this memorial had more compassion than money.
Hold a moment of
You're
silence.
already quiet, so maybe it's silly. But you instill that silence with intent. What else could someone do? A sparrow calls. Seems birds don't have much respect for the dead. You notice the grave marker isn't dug into the ground, just propped up on a tree. Looks nicer now, but unmoored as these markers are, this grave in front of this tree, does this memorial even belong to it?
Huh. If I continue down this road, I'm gonna... There we go. There's another one.
Well, I'm gonna cast my stones o'er the waters of this land.
I kind of want to listen to the background music more than the whistling that I...
The
like
soldier
the boost I get from
sits in the
whistling.
dirt with his legs splayed out, like a child would sit. Beneath the tattered fabric of his antique uniform, several open wounds fester in the hot sun. Lend a hand, traveler?
Help the
You
man.
kneel in front of the soldier.
Ugh.
His body is marked with bullet holes, along with deeper wounds that could be from knives or bayonets. Maggots squirm inside the raw, red flesh. About time I earned an amputation. You seen any bluebellies around? The soldier leans in, uncomfortably close to inspect your features. Were his pupils solid white before now?
This is another
He tilts
spooky
his
one. Oh
head.
my god.
Narrows his eyes.
Please, like
Sniffs
giving me
you.
spooky.
What are you, stranger? A shadow falls on the soldier's face. You damn Yankee! He pulls you in by the wrist and drives a bowie
Ew.
knife into your gut. As the blade bites your flesh, the soldier stares into your eyes, his body dispersing into the wind like a cloud of dandelion seeds.
This bitch just stabbed me. Oh my god. I have 0 heart. Does that mean I die if I get stabbed or something again? Forgotten in a corner of the field, a small basket of yams. Bury them under a fire and you got a full meal and more. Is that it? Does that mean I can share these with one of the people I camp out with?
First tree in a mile, and it's a stout myrtle with bald branches. No relief from the sun out here. Leaves would help. Someone hadn't replaced them all with dusty glass bottles.
What? I don't know what this tarot card is.
You cool down in
Tarot?
the shade. The breeze blows through the bottles, making a series of heavy, hollow sounds. You think about wind chimes and the smell of fresh pies on windowsills. The dense sound of many conversations cuts your nap short. There's no one around. Not until you look up at the bottles. They're filled with bright blue orbs, and words echo from them. None seem to notice your presence.
You've got orbs. You got ghost orbs. Oh my god, what type of ghost is this? Oh, poltergeist. Poltergeists have spirit orbs.
Can't get enough. Porcelain, chrome, the rusty ones. Gotta turn those sleek faucets. Ever find me in a hardware store, I'm gonna haunt it till the cows come home.
Laughter rumbles inside neighboring bottles.
I've encountered nothing but ghosts. Also, it's like no rest from the sun here. Meanwhile, it's like evening in game and in real life.
Going down to the river, gonna cleanse my soul.
Faded shotgun houses sit in rows under the tall shadows of smokestacks. A worker in full uniform hollers from a porch. "Hey, traveler! Join me inside. Got some literature here." As you shut the door, the man glances out the window and draws the shades. "Landlord toss you out? Ha, don't mind me, it's none of my business." He pries up a floorboard with a crowbar. You glance over the man's shoulder to see inside the compartment. Canned goods, a pile of leaflets, the wood stock of a rifle. He replaces the board and stands. He hands you a can of whole potatoes, then a leaflet which reads, "No evictions, no fascists, no hunger." "Headed back to the shop, but we'll have a Bible meet soon."
I travel around the Bible meet. I don't know which one this is either. I do lack some travel ones. I don't know if I've ever gotten one of these ones yet. Let's go to the Bible.
Bible meet. If you don't know James 5:1 by heart, learn it. That's our favorite scripture.
Is that it? We don't actually go to one? It just tells you it exists? Okay. Not helpful. What's going on over here? Huge storm, this farmer gasped, pointing to the clouded horizon. "We gotta get the produce indoors before the fields wash out. Can you help?" You and his family strip the fields of vegetables. When the rain hits, you're all safe inside, and you got some coins in your pocket. Yay! I've got coins, but I haven't spent them in a while now. I've gotten paid like 3 or 4 times now, but I haven't gone to any place that sells food. Major city. More lounging around fellas. Rick again. Where souls in love could find respite. You realize it's the story of the 2 lighthouse keepers, but changed in a few ways. You know what? Sure. It's not. They have their fantasy, fantastic romance. It says there's one more story around here. Where is it? Is it from this? I think it is. Hop the train. I haven't hopped the train yet, so let's go. Let's do it. You hop out the boxcar and successfully sneak your way out without catching any unwanted attention. Wait. Aren't I even... Oh, wait. Pennsylvania. I'm back where I came from. Oh, but maybe I can get a meal. Is the option gonna be... I need to refill my hearts. Oh, I can earn money again? Store also. It says my heart is full though. Is it actually? My hearts are full, huh? But I got stabbed. Oh well, let's talk to this dude. That's a new person. Mason.
My twin brother Paul and I always got into trouble, but we were good. We didn't do nothing to anybody till we left. Then we hurt a lot of people. Me, more so than Paul, because he didn't make it through. The march I was on, the bonus army, it's less a bonus and more an acknowledgement of what I've had to suffer. Civilians will never understand. So anyway, tell me a funny story? You seem like you know a few good ones.
Oh, time to go to the... Leatherman's Cave.
Yeah, Paul would have liked that one.
Oh, this guy is hard to gain trust for. Huh?
Travel. Well, this walk feels like a little bit of freedom now and again. The flowers along the road make for fine company. Know any good jokes? I'm not so good at telling them anymore.
Another funny story. My only 2 funny stories. Please don't ask for any more.
Wish I could tell that one to my sister.
Oh, I need full trust.
The past doesn't even feel like it happened. It feels like it's happening in every moment, in every slumber. When your memories come back to you, do they clutch at you? At your heart?
I feel bad for this guy. He sounds so sad.
Have any exciting kind of story? My memories get my adrenaline up, but they're not exactly fun.
Probably has PTSD. This one I think is supposed to be exciting.
And that's what you think when you think of tragedy. Huh. Freedom is getting paid what you deserve. Freedom is
Okay.
the ability to be free.
That's not exciting.
So anyway, tell me a funny story?
No, don't
You
ask me
seem
for
like
the
you know a
funny-
few good ones.
I don't have any. These are all not funny. Sorry, I don't have anything left for you.
Here's the sun. I've got to go. I'm headed up the road this way. Will our paths cross? Dave, what about you? Is there something somebody owes you?
I missed the dialogue for that. Sure. More like I owe someone because I lost in a rigged car game, but I need to get back on the train. Which is that? That's the right one, right? No, it's that one over there. I think that I hopped on. Are the cops gonna come? The train cops? The beating that ensues is efficient and brutal. Oh! Ow! Does that lower my health? My health is at 0, yep. There it is! Let's listen to a story, though. This one's new. Spends a while in the cool shade at the gas station. You notice 3 kids inside. Well, sitting beside their family car while their parents argue loudly with the cashier inside. The children seem embarrassed. You see the eldest brother lean over and distract his siblings with the story. The deer that could not be touched by human hands. Definitely easy to remember. It'll stick with you for a while. Oh, okay. I'm all the way in North Carolina now. Ooh. Florida. Do you want to go to The devil's armpit. You go to Ohio. I think we could go to Tennessee. That's west, right? West is this way. Wait, there's a something around here. An untold story. I think it says there's one right here. But where is it? Huh. Do I get it if I feel like there might be some stories you can only get hopping on the cars. But I'm already at 0 health.
Well, I'm gonna cast my stones o'er the waters of this land.
Oh, but there's one over there.
I'll see them far and long. When the
Here we go. New story. Let's go.
You rest in a field where a well-dressed stranger talks your ear off on all manner of subjects. The weather, fireflies in summer, how combine harvesters work. After a while, the mood shifts.
Heard my death bones this morning.
Death bones?
Death bones. Heard 'em rattle like clank, clink, clank. More startling than wind chimes in a tornado.
He plucks dry grass and chews on a piece.
Ain't much time left now.
I do not have much under this tarot either.
That don't matter. I'm fine. Got my savior waiting at the pearly gates.
The man shifts uncomfortably.
Well, at least I do as of this afternoon, I hope. Nearly knocked the pastor's door down earlier. Sure was good to meet you.
The man pauses, rubs his chin in contemplation.
Don't let the bedbugs bite.
He walks off slow. After his silhouette becomes small in the horizon, but before he vanishes, you see him collapse to the
Move
ground.
on? We don't help him? Oh my god, my character... My character just sees the guy who said, I feel like I'm gonna die soon. I feel like maybe I'm dying. Collapse in the distance. And my heartless skeleton character says, well, we'll just leave him. We'll leave him to die. It's fine. Psycho skeleton. Atlanta, Georgia. Spend money. I need fried chicken. My favorite. It uses all your money though every time. Earn money. This time I'll look for work. Attempt pleasantries or change your outfit. Change your outfit. Oh, I can't get money.
You find
I'm
yourself
so
in a poker game on the 3rd floor of the Winecoff Hotel. Sometimes these things just happen. The man with the burned face to your left,
Todoroki.
he never gave his name,
Emperor Zuko.
growls at the smiling man seated on your right.
You ain't got the stomach. I killed men for lessons in that pot.
Smiler plays on and takes the hand. The burned man bares his teeth. This hand comes down to the burned man and Smiler.
Walk away, boy.
Says the burned man. Smiler drops his grin. Ain't your boy, Roy. Roy's eye twitches. Smiler outplays Roy again, and a new hand comes around. You've got an okay hand. Not a world beater, but not nothing.
Press my luck.
For a moment,
All or nothing.
you think you have it. But Smiler calls and you're
God
outclassed.
damn it.
Roy's preoccupied and has to be nudged into dealing.
I thought my single pairs would work.
You finally hit a decent hand.
Make it
Roy is still staring at Smiler. What'd you say your name was? I didn't, but it's Jackson. Jackson, repeats Roy. I knew a Jackson once. There's a fierce look in Roy's eye. You play your hand well, but
God damn it.
Smiler has you beat. He takes the lion's share of the chips on the table. Roy cashes out and slips away. You play a few more rounds, but that hand practically sewed up the game. As you leave the hotel, you smell smoke. You cross the street and look up. Flames have engulfed the third floor, where you played the game. The fire spreads hungrily. People are leaning out of windows on the floors above, but you can't see any way to help.
Man burned down the building because he lost that. He lost his. That wasn't like his life savings or anything, right? He just lost money. He's losing over a card game. This is like Yu-Gi-Oh! Losing over a children's card game. I have to go west, which is this way.
When they try to throw a wall, we gon' tear it down. Yeah, they try to throw a wall up, we gon' tear it down. We gonna
A sign in town says a farmer is hiring for the sugarcane harvest. A bag-eyed man drives you and 10 hungry strangers out into the cane, where he leaves you. Everyone gets a hatchet, but no instruction. The foreman is missing for some reason. Nobody is sure what to do.
Oh, great. I want sugarcane. Oh my god, I haven't had sugarcane in so long.
A young man in a red jacket stuffs all the hatchets in his pack. This is stupid, he says. I'm leaving. You can get $5 for a nice axe like this. He marches off into the cane and others follow. Don't! A young woman shouts after them. It's not right.
You don't owe the farmer shit. Or she is right. I'm chaotic. I don't
You
owe
trot
anything.
after the thief. For some reason, though, the path back out to the road is narrower and darker than you remember, and the sun is lower in the
I have no
sky,
health. I'm gonna die from this.
and the mud sucks harder at your boots than it did a minute ago. Soon, you've lost track of the others.
Hey, anybody?
You're pushing through the cane, coated to your thighs in mud. The sun is missing. You hear voices ahead, but you can't see anyone.
Can I just like go back to the shallower area? Just wait for the sun?
You stumble out onto the bank of a pit. At the bottom, sugarcane stalks push up, twisted and crazy through a mat of bones, rusted hatchets, and ripped scraps of red jacket. Shit. You turn and bolt through the cane and burst suddenly out onto the dry road and the hot sun.
But we could sell those bones, hatchets, and we could sell those bones and hatchets, make some good profit. Birmingham.
Electric lamps stipple the cotton field before you with an orange light, moving like a group of lethargic fireflies. From the field, the voices of the workers reach you in a soulful, united song. You're gently lulled to sleep as the song floats over you. Hello, Lordy, pick a bale of cotton. Hello, Lordy, pick a bale a day. You're pulled out of your slumber by a woman's pained scream and a collection of shouts rising from the field.
Force yourself back to sleep. Let's listen.
The woman's screams taper off, soon replaced by the raw cries of an infant. Applause briefly fills the night,
Applause. Yeah, we
eventually
actually have a
fading
sound
back
effect
into
for
song. Oh, Lordy. You wake up to the gentle crescendo of the worker's song, unsure if it ever ceased at all.
Ew. Okay, I think this is where I'm gonna call because I'm. It's like 12 minutes ish to dinner time, and I'm starting to get sleepy. And I'm also streaming tomorrow too. Streaming 5 days a week, which is a lot more than I've been doing lately. I've been streaming like once a week or like twice a week lately, but now that I have a stream schedule, I'm like way more graphic. I'm way more motivated to stream. But yeah, casually pulls out the graphic again. So tomorrow, I'm playing Tales of the Neon Sea. Can I like adjust this so it fits here? That looks so awkward. Okay, whatever. Tales of the Neons. Actually, if I put this underneath, like this, and then just match it up to the size of this, like that. Oh, why does it snap to? It's a little bit off. Do I have snap to grid on? I don't even have a grid right now. But anyway, this is my stream schedule for the rest of the week. So tomorrow, I'm playing Tales of the Neon Sea at 7 p.m. EST. And I'll see you guys there. Hope everyone has a good day / good night. Time to eat. And maybe take a nap or play something. I don't know. Haven't decided what I want to do for the rest of the day. But I hope everyone else has a great day. I love y'all. See ya. Good night.